Hi, how you doing?
Good. What's your secret you want to share with us today?
I've been married for over 10 years,
Okay, congrats.
and I have been sleeping with my husband's cousin
Oh,
for a little, well, we've known each other for a long time before I met my husband. And I didn't know that was his cousin. And I got a kid by him.
wow. So whose kid does your husband think it is?
His, he think it's his baby.
Oh my
He don't know
God.
it's his cousin.
Wait a minute. So you have a child by your husband's cousin,
But your husband is
doesn't know
raising it as though it's his own.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So what does the cousin think about all this? Is he wanting to like reveal anything? Do y'all feel like coming
Nope.
clean, or is this
Nope.
to the grave?
No, to the grave.
So who?
He doing what he gotta do for the baby.
Does
And,
the baby?
He's doing what he got to do, you said?
The baby, she looks like me.
Okay.
Ooh, honey, twin, honey. That's a twin. Look just like me.
Okay.
Well,
Don't
yes,
look
and
nothing like
I was
him.
gonna ask. I was gonna ask if the baby looked like the dad or the
No,
cousin.
no.
Um,
No.
How close is he with his cousin?
Close enough.
My God.
Close enough.
Do you intend to stay married though?
Oh.
Yes.
Are you still
I
sleeping?
guess.
Are you still sleeping with the cousin?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
how it look. All right. Well, this is not going to get any better, but if Maynard was here, Maynard would have lost his mind.
Maynard would have had a fit.
You lucky he's not here.
Okay, thank you, Jesus, on that.
Thank God Maynard wasn't here.
Well, thank you for sharing.
I think that this is so disrespectful. I think that this is one of the most disrespectful things that a woman can do. It's one thing for, it's one thing for a woman to lie. It's another thing for a woman to live with the lie and to go down with the lie. And then the final nail in the coffin is when she continued to fuck the cousin. Listen, if this does not show you how evil people are, and I'm not even just gonna put this on women, but people in general, because the cousin is still fucking with the wife. This is egregious. This is wrong on so many levels, but let's dissect it here, right? First of all, one of the things I tell y'all all the time is that one of the reasons why it's important for us to understand that you may not even be eligible for reparations because we don't really know who your daddy is. We don't know who your daddy is. We don't really know who your grandpappy is. Your grandpappy don't even know if his great-grandpappy is his great-grandpappy, right? And my point is that y'all walking around out here trusting these hoes, right? And even back then, they didn't even have DNA testing or anything like that. And so you raised by somebody that was fucking your chick, or you raised by a man that thought that he was your father, but it was another dude that had you, and you wondering why you never looked like him. And the reason for that is because women are evil, right? They are absolutely, positively evil. And so the one thing about a man is men are willing to own whatever it is that they do, right? Right or wrong, consequences. And it doesn't even matter whether we're willing to own it or not because society holds us accountable. There's plenty of men that are required to pay child support and take care of kids that's not theirs. It's men that are going to jail or are jailed today for things that they did not commit. Society will hold men accountable whether they want to be responsible or not. And that's just the standard. That's just the way that it is. However, when a woman feels compelled enough to actually call into the show, and that's not even the most egregious part. The worst part about it is that she feels empowered to be able to do so is because women like Angela Yee don't hold them accountable. They don't say, girl, you wrong, or at least in this clip, at the very least, they don't say, girl, you wrong, or I can't believe you did that. They just ask questions like, you willing to go down with it? You still messing with him? And then they giggle, key, ha, ha. And men generally hold men accountable. Like, men try not to let their homie crash out. Men like, man, that's wrong, that's dirty. Even when I hear coaching sessions and I hear of guys, they agonize over the fact that they're doing something they're not supposed to do, and they're looking for me to give them that insight on how it is that they can detach themselves from the circumstance that they find themselves in. But women, oh my God, bro, they will die with the lie. They won't feel no type of way about it. And how do I know that they're not feeling no type of way about it? Because she's still fucking him. She's still rocking with him. She's still letting her husband take care of another man's kid and using him. Dog, that is so disrespectful. They need to trace that phone call. They need to find out her IP address. They need to find that woman and throw that woman under the jail. That's an arrestable offense, in my opinion, because you're having a child, leading a man astray, forcing a man to give you, that is fraud. That is fraud. That is wire fraud. That is life fraud. That is character fraud. Yo, he should be able to sue you and get a return for all of the money that he's provided, plus interest, and he should get awarded money for pain and suffering. And until we start to change the narrative in the family court laws, until we start to require for when people have children that they get tested immediately to make sure that the child is theirs, until we start having requirements for the people that can't have children to show competency tests and things like that, we'll never change until we update the family court laws. This is the type of stuff that we're going to be rocking with. And you know what the worst part about it is? Let's say somehow that he was listening to that show and he got curious and then he went and found out, that that kid wasn't his. Then he found out that the homie that was supposed to be his homie, that's fucking his girl, right? And he confronted him and he blew the whole thing up. He would still have to pay child support. He would still have to take care of a child that is not his. And that, my friends, is the nail in the coffin. That is the thing that drives men crazy. That is the thing that will drive you over the edge. It makes you crazy to think that you had one life and you spent it being finessed by a person that didn't have your best interest at heart for your whole life. All for what? You loved her. You went and killed yourself every day, a little bit more in order to provide resources and bring them into the household. And every single minute that you get an opportunity, or every single minute that she gets an opportunity and you leave the house, it's a dude that you think is family, your blood, is coming in and busting down your chick and coming to see his child that you taking care of. And then when you come back home, she didn't even brush her teeth. And right after she got done sucking him off, she kissed you in the mouth. Egregious. Absolutely, positively egregious. Disrespectful, egregious, and should be held accountable and should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. For me, that's worse than drug dealers. That's worse than robbers. That's worse than somebody a hit and run. That's worse than drunk driving. That is intentional. That is an intentional infliction of pain and emotional distress that no man should ever have to subject himself to. And more men than not, because that's just one example of it, but more men than not every single day go through it. And you know what the worst part about it is? Y'all still gonna simp for them. Y'all still gonna act like we supposed to protect these hoes. Y'all still gonna think that there's no difference between a hoe and a housewife. You still think that all black women is to be protected. Nah. It's gotta be another side to this. And I'm an advocate for my guys, especially the ones that's getting done dirty and being treated egregious like this. But I wanna know what y'all think in the comments. Let me know. And shame on the people, on the host of that show, that thought that shit was cute and funny and didn't hold that chick accountable.